Love Bite, Chapter 1. The rain poured down on the empty road ahead. There was lightning and crashing of thunder. All Beth Ann could hope for is to find shelter for the night. The nightmares would of course come later, when they reached their destination. She was alone. She rode in the carriage, with the driver she hoped would get her to her visible shelter ahead. She hoped they would reach there in one piece, and that he wouldn't turn around. She paid him enough to get her to her destination safely. They saw the castle in the distance. They saw it during the daylight. They were lost and thought they could find shelter in the night. But then it had to rain, be so pitch black that there was no hope in knowing if they picked the right road. Or moreover, did her driver pick the right road? He wasn't the smartest person. All Beth Ann wanted was a place to rest her head and some place to get away from people like her driver. She was lucky to be alive, and that he put money ahead of his duty. She was lucky she wasn't dead. "We are almost there. I see the gates. They are opening," the driver yelled at her. Beth Ann tried to look out the window. She saw the castle and the gates, which were opening. In a few minutes they would be inside. She hoped the owner was kind and wouldn't turn them away. That would defeat the whole purpose of picking this direction. The pounding of the horses' hooves couldn't even be heard over the thunder. Her driver must be soaked and angry now. She would have to give him the rest of her money for what happened. That meant she was now broke. She had no money left. How much longer can she run? She wanted to run until she felt safe, and she didn't feel safe even being lost. And near a castle so mysterious, absent from the society. She didn't even think society knew of this castle. It looked like it came out of the medieval ages. There were very little windows that Beth Ann could see. There was a light inside, but near the top. It was one slit in the wall that had a window of glass. "Is this a good idea, miss?" the driver asked. "We are still going. We don't want to be out in the storm any longer." They were going through the gates. The gates closed behind them with a clank. They were stuck. Beth Ann had a funny feeling in the pit of her stomach. She was scared. She didn't know who was in the window. And this was the castle that was so mysterious that it made her want to do what her driver almost suggested. That would not to go in. This was not going to be a good situation. She had to think on her feet, and hopefully they would get shelter, some food, and a nice hot bath. Most people were hospitable. Then again, she just came from the opposite of hospitable.